I'm Fletcher Brown with another artist video blog at KIX96country.com. Our guest today from Nashville, Tennessee, by way of the great state of Oregon. Please welcome Jessie G to the couch.
Hi, everybody.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Welcome to KIX96.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Now, we've talked a little bit about some friends. You're in good company up here on our wall of fame at KIX96 Studios. Now, you've only really been seeking, Nashville fame and fortune since about 2012, 13?
Yeah, 2013 I moved out to Nashville.
Okay. So now tell us the story. You come from, I'm assuming, a coastal town in
Yes.
Oregon, because your family, you're professional fishermen,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Commercial fishing.
Commercial fishing.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you go from that to troubadour?
We commercial fish my whole life, but then also music has been a huge part of my whole life. First rock band at like 13, and I've always competitively sang growing up, and then I went to college for music, and I started taking it more seriously as a career path. Then I got to open up for Gretchen Wilson.
Wow.
I was like, oh, she's my hero. I can't believe this. We won the Battle of the Bands competition. We got to open up for her. So that kind of changed my life, meeting her that night, because she loved me so much. She was like, you're talented enough. Move on out to Nashville. I'll work with you, write with you, produce your album. So that has just happened, and that is why we're here today. So
All right, absolutely. So now you write your own music, or?
I do.
All right, so you've been in Nashville for a couple years now. Have you had a chance to write with anybody that you're just like, wow, you wrote that? I love that song, or is it all you?
Oh yeah, no, Becca Bramlett.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I have a song with her. Her and Gretchen were actually my first co-write in Nashville. Can you imagine that? Walking into a room of those two.
So basically, you arrived to Nashville having already made it, is what you're saying.
Well, I definitely arrived on a different path than a lot of artists experience when they get to Nashville, but I wouldn't say that I had already made it. I still had to work. The one thing Gretchen likes to always say is she never holds my hand with anything. She still has me do everything myself, pursue everything myself. Yes, we get to write together, and she takes my music and records it and produces it, but at the same time, I have to make sure I do all the other stuff, get shows during the week and play out and take that opportunity and move forward with it the best I can. So yeah.
All right, well, okay, well, let's talk about the project. Let's talk about the album and the single. Tell us about it.
So the album it's an EP, 7 songs. We haven't released it yet. I brought you guys a copy though.
Yay!
Sneak peek. We haven't released it. We just decided to do the single first to kind of because I feel like we all feel like we're sitting on gold with it. So we wanted to kind of keep it close, release a single, see how well the single does, and then just kind of gain momentum moving forward, and then release the EP probably in a couple months. I don't know date yet, but yeah, so that's the plan right now. The EP is amazing. It's so versatile. It's got the slow, folky songs. It's got the hard rock, edgy songs. It's got my single, a super bluesy, swampy song. It's got my more softer kind of pop side, not really, but it's all super country, but you can hear all my influences in it, and I've written with Gretchen on it, some of my rocker friends. So many great people are on that album. So.
All right, so talk to us about the single. What's the story behind that song? What is that song about?
Yeah, so we thought the best way to introduce me as an artist to country music was to do this one as my single, because it's called Drop a Line, and it's about fishing and love.
See what she did there? Drop a line, fishing, commercial fish, tying everything back. It's all circle.
Yep, full circle. Yeah, so, and we also thought it was a good song to introduce me because it's edgy. I'm a very proud, stubborn woman, so I definitely wanted to show, hey, this is who I am, this is what I stand for. I don't mind speaking like what you'd hear a man usually say. So we decided that this song was great to encompass everything as an artist, and so I love it. I think it's my favorite record on the album.
Really?
So yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll get a chance to hear a live version of it here at KIX96country.com. Real quick, one question: you have 1 degree or 2?
I have 2 degrees.
So one, we know fine arts. She's a musician, and she sings and writes her own music. The other one, interestingly enough, political science. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So I just commercial fishing, music, political science. 3 things you never see on the same menu. I was just curious, why political science?
I've always been a huge advocate of women's rights and human rights in general. And I've always had a passion for the way politics play in things, like mostly even social media, like just how much power we have even as artists to affect, you know, social media and change and all that kind of stuff. And I thought for a long time I was going to be a music lawyer. And so I was like, oh, okay, poli-sci, it's a good degree before I go to law school. But then obviously this opportunity happened and everything. So I think that this is what I was truly meant to do. So yeah, it's weird, yeah, but I think if you got to know me better, you'd be like, oh, it makes sense.
Well, that's why we're here, to get to know you. If you want to get to know Jessie G better, where can folks find you on the internet?
You can find me on Facebook, Jessie G, Jessie with an IE. If you can't find me through that, Jessie Gergen Music on Facebook. Instagram, Jessie G Official. My website, jessiegofficial.com. Twitter, Jessie G_music. And Snapchat, Jessie Gergen.
Absolutely. So, Jessie G, if you want to hear the single, drop a line. Make sure you call us at KIX96. We'll be happy to play it for you. Look for live performances elsewhere on our website, and hopefully we can get Jessie G to come back and visit us again when she has her next single. Jessie, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Fletcher.
All right. The next president of the United States, Jessie G. I'm Fletcher Brown, and this is another artist video blog on KIX96country.com.